Good day, everyone. Our topic is all about trade restriction. So, what do you mean by trade restriction? It is an artificial restriction on trade of goods and services between two countries. What is a trade barrier? A trade barrier is an obstacle to or something that stops trade. They hinder or slow down global trade. When we say trade barriers, keep products from being bought and sold between countries. Countries sometimes set up trade barriers to restrict trade because they want to produce and sell their own goods. There are three major types of trade barrier. The first barrier is a tariff, a quota, and an embargo. Most barriers to trade are designed to prevent imports from entering a country. What is a physical trade barrier? A physical trade barrier is a natural barrier like mountains, rainforest, and desert. So, natural barriers can slow down between nations by making it harder and more expensive to move goods from place to place. The first trade barrier is tariff. A tariff, defined as, is a tax put on imported products or services from other countries. A tariff are taxes charged for goods that leave or enter a country. In this case of tariff imposed by the United States, the business that imports or produces the foreign product must pay the tax to the U.S. government. The tariff revenue goes directly to the U.S. Treasury. So, the effect of the tariff is to raise the price of the imported product. It makes imported goods more expensive so that people are more likely to purchase lower priced items produced domestically. In order to get a product from another country, you have to pay extra for it. It is the same concept, a sales tax that is put on items you purchase at the stores. The second trade barriers is a quota. A quota means a limit on the amount of goods that can be imported. Putting a quota on a good creates a shortage or a scarcity, which causes the price of the good to rise and allows domestic or inside the country producers to raise their prices and to expand their production. So, a quota is a restriction on the amount of good that can be imported into country. Consumers are less likely to buy this good because it's now more expensive than the good produced in the country. Quotas encourages people to buy domestic product rather than the foreign goods. The third trade barriers is an embargo. An embargo means stops export or imports or sending goods to another country and getting goods from another country of a product. Sometimes all trade with a country is stopped, usually for political reason. When we say an embargo, it's when one country completely refuses to trade with another country. Trade embargoes forbid trade with another country. It is also the harshest type of trade barrier and is usually enacted for political purposes of trade barrier and is usually enacted for political purposes to hurt a country economically. Here are the benefits of trade barriers. Trade barriers have many benefits. The first is they protect homeland industries from competition. They protect jobs. They help provide extra for the government. They increase the number of goods people can choose from. They decreases the cost of these goods through increased competition. Here are also the costs of trade barriers. The first is the tariff increase the price of imported goods. The tax on imported goods is passed along to the consumer, so the price of imported good is higher. Less competition from the world markets means there is an increase in the price of goods with quotas. There is smaller variety of goods available for consumers to choose from.